Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about evolution. Unfortunately, we somehow believe that once mankind were able to reach the level of being Homo sapiens sapiens, the evolution has ended. However, this is just a transition stage. The evolution will continue. What we have to do is that what made mankind to be able to develop and become the way that we are today is because at every stage of evolution the brain was growing big. So that ability of the brain to grow big, it means we could understand more and we're able to do more things. But we are still far from reaching the level that we can reach, because unfortunately in evolution there is no limit. You continue going and you are not in charge of where you are going. It's a natural process that happens on earth. So the way that we are today as humans is not the end of it. We are still going. We will still earn more information. And I'm afraid that what we might become within a million years is not like the way we look today. We are going to become something very different from the way we look today. There are some people who suggest that the gray aliens, they are our evolutionary descendants. Personally now, I don't doubt that, because evolution will always take place according to the knowledge that we have, according to how we are understanding our environment. And right now, if you look at it, the technology that is being used is growing. That means the brain is now able to absorb more. And because things are created by consciousness, that means our state of consciousness is getting higher. And if it gets higher, we will be bringing more development or more changes even on our bodies. So that means we don't know where we are going. And if you are an evolutionist, or if you believe those theories to be at least practical to some extent, that means you know the truth that there is no God. Some people believe that we are going to go to heaven, Jesus will come. To be honest, that is bullshit. Nothing like that will ever happen, because there was never a God to begin with. This world has got a system of principles that controls it. And one of those principles is what you have in your conscious and subconscious mind, you always make it to manifest. So since we are on a journey, what I would encourage my fellow brethren and humans whilst we are still here is grow up, know who you are, and create the world that you want. If you are sitting and you are waiting for someone to bring good to your life, that means no good is going to come to you. What your subconscious will tell the atmosphere is, I'm still waiting for someone. There are some people who say, I'm waiting for God, I'm waiting for Jesus. They are wasting their time. I have been in that position, not for 1 month, not for 1 year, not for 10 years, not for 15 years, but for 20 years. Waiting for God, seeing my friends progressing, whilst I wallowed in poverty, until I began to look behind the scenes, like what is going on? How come some people, they've got a reckless attitude, but they are never punished for that? Some of us were ever careful, ever cautious, but that is not rewarding me. I know if you ask pastors, they'll say, God knows what he is doing. Wait for his grace. You wait for his grace until you have waited. Then you die, and you die a happy man. Someone said, maybe I'm going to see Jesus, that I am loyal. Jesus is just a concept that we were sold by other people, other beings with bad intentions about us. Can you also check the video that I'm going to make today about Jesus? He is a fake Messiah. We never needed that bastard here on earth. Neither is there concrete evidence that he came Because what happens is some people who knows the properties of the world, they will tell you that there was such and such a man, write a book. Then once you believe it, it's like you are entering a cage. So believe in the Bible is like what? Entering a cage. And that cage does not let you grow. It will just let you grow within the space. So it's a soul entrapment system, the use of the Bible. We don't need it, and we never needed it. But however, clever beings with fun ideas did that, and we were in trouble because our mind got to be captured because of the use of the Bible. So all those things, if you read the Sumerian text, the Egyptian methodology, you will see that many of the concepts in the Bible, they came from those books. So those are folk tales that you are told, and you believe it. You believe that you go to heaven, you see the handsome king of peace, whatever. That guy doesn't exist. It's all a lie. So if you are worshiping through Jesus and you think you are better than Satanists, it's under a beautiful lie, because it's all the same concept. Devil does not care necessarily about the bodies or the souls as such, but what he wants is for us not to have knowledge, so that it's him who is controlling the truth. We also remain as slaves, who don't know how the system works. So the Christianity is under the control of the devil. Believe it or not, but Christianity is a religion that is under the control of the devil. So he does everything the way that he wants. If you want to be free yourself from all religious nonsense. Know that you are a God. You can do what you want, and there's no one who can stop you. Once you know the truth, is a concept that was told by the men who were told was Jesus, which is just an idea, was that you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So there is no being, there is no power that is in charge of setting anyone free. The only power that can set you free, or the only element that can set you free, is knowing the truth. And knowing that, how do you do it? You know that there's no God. You know that you're the God of your life. You know that whatever you think will happen. Once you know that those things at subconscious level, like the way you know your name, that means you are attracting them, and they'll happen. And however, you can't say that I don't want to attract anything. What you grow up hearing, the news that we hear, they are forming concept that is solidified in our mind, and they start to manifest without us knowing that it's us who is in charge of all the garbage that is happening in our life.